Video 1. Form, Feeling, and the Link to Perception. Opening. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. My dear children, have you ever sat quietly and asked yourself, why am I happy? Why am I sad? Why do I suffer and then long for peace? If you look carefully, you will see a whole lifetime drifts within feelings. When the eyes see something beautiful, the mind immediately rises in joy. When the ears hear blame, the mind rises in anger. When the body touches a thorn, there is pain. When the tongue tastes sweetness, there is delight. In this way, our whole life is pulled and bound by feelings, and we mistakenly think that this is truly me. The Buddha taught, this human being is made up of the 5 aggregates: form, feeling, perception, mental formation, and consciousness. Among them, the first 3, form, feeling, and perception, are the most immediate and easy to recognize, but they are also the very roots that keep beings revolving in birth and death. Today, I will lead you into these 3 aggregates so that you can see clearly. Without mindfulness, people will forever live in ignorance. But if one knows how to contemplate, right in these 3 aggregates, one can return to wisdom and liberation. Part 1. The form aggregate, the first gate. The form aggregate is the physical aspect of human beings and the world. It includes the 6 faculties: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, and the 6 objects: forms, sounds, smells, tastes, touches, and dharmas. Each time a faculty meets its object, consciousness arises. The eyes see forms, the ears hear sounds, the nose smells fragrance or odor, the tongue tastes sweetness or bitterness, the body feels hot, cold, softness, or pain. The mind meets dharmas, that is, images, memories, and thoughts. Form is like a door opening to the world, but the moment that door opens, waves of sensation surge forth. That is the feeling aggregate. Part 2. The feeling aggregate, the arising of sensations. The feeling aggregate is all the sensations of joy, sorrow, pleasure, pain, liking, and disliking that arise when the 6 faculties meet the 6 objects. For example, the eyes see a beautiful flower, delight arises. The ears hear a word of praise, joy arises. But if the ears hear a word of blame, sadness and irritation arise. The tongue tastes something delicious, pleasure arises. But if it tastes bitterness, displeasure arises. The body touches something soft, ease arises. But if it touches a thorn, pain arises. Children, do you see? All day long, people are led by these streams of sensation. Those who do not practice run after them, bound by them. Even beginners on the path often mistakenly think they are in control, but in truth, they are still subtly dominated by feelings. The Buddha taught, feeling is not the self. Feeling is not mine. Feeling is not my true essence. But beings still cling tightly to feelings, taking them as self, and so suffering never ends. Part 3. The connection between feeling and perception. The special thing is this: feelings never stop at the moment they arise. They immediately leave an imprint in the mind. Every feeling that arises plants a seed in the storehouse consciousness, alaya vijnana. For example, a word of praise not only makes us happy at that moment, but also leaves behind a sweet memory. A word of blame not only makes us sad for a while, but also becomes a lingering wound. These impressions are preserved and replayed by the perception aggregate. Perception recalls them, reshapes them, and projects them outward, making us laugh and cry at the shadows in our own minds. Therefore, if we stop at feeling, we are already bound, but when perception joins in, the bondage becomes even heavier. This is the reason beings remain in ignorance, endlessly drifting in the cycle of birth and death. Leading into perception. My dear children, we have just gone through the form aggregate, the faculties and their objects in contact, and the feeling aggregate, the arising of sensations. From those sensations, memory begins to form, preparing for the perception aggregate, the storehouse that preserves and recreates images in the mind. In the next video, I will tell you about the perception aggregate, how it can turn an entire life into dreams, making us laugh and cry at illusions without recognizing reality. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha.